Hi, Dr. Gulani. So, chalazion, you must have heard about that word, right? It's not exactly a sty, but it's like a sty. And it's not infective, but it's those nuisance, nasty bumps that form on your upper lid or lower lid and can happen on both eyes. And the only treatment mostly done for chalazion is called incision and drainage. Using a cutting blade, it's cut across and then drained. But we see a number of patients who've had those kind of cutting procedures fly to us with scarred lids and even worse looking bumps on the lids, like one of the patients who was here today, and she's from the medical profession. This patient had a chalazion, which she underwent multiple cutting procedures called incision and drainage elsewhere, and came to us with a very deformed and swollen lid with multiple bumps on the lid. And here she is after our procedure. The procedure that I've developed is called NICE, N-I-C-E, Non-Incisional Chalazion Expression. So without using any cutting or blades, I'm able to clear the chalazion and return the eyelid and eye back to its cosmetic and functional endpoint as soon as possible. And this is very important to understand because having this treatment is a tremendous choice. Like again, you can see this patient pre-op, see the bump over here, and you can see post-op, all resolved and there is no cutting. So not only can we treat chalazion that have started with you or very big chalazion, but even those who have had failed surgeries and multiple treatments, including IPLs and cutting or incision and drainage and other various modalities. So NICE therapy does work in these cases, even in those with surgical complications. In fact, we have a page on our website dedicated to chalazion to educate patients about this NICE technique, non-incisional chalazion expression, and we have had patients from all over the world who've been helped. And among the patients today, we had this patient who's from the medical profession who wanted to share her story, and it's my pleasure to share that with you. So you can see here, doctors, how she presented to us with multiple large chalazia right here. And this was after many incision and drainage surgeries with, you had previous surgeries elsewhere. And then here she is today with the NICE technique. No evidence, the entire multiple chalazion all drained without cutting or without using any blades. Anything you want to say about your experience?
I am so glad that I came here. This was the exact fix that I needed for that. Well, no doubt.
My pleasure.
No cut.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolute pleasure.
I had previous experiences with other doctors who would cut and never recommended alternatives, and I feel like it kept reoccurring. So that was a little disheartening to constantly have to deal with the same issue over and over again. So to be able to experience a new technique that involved zero cutting and the results were absolutely amazing, better than I had seen any time before, that was the best part of it all. Being that I am in the aesthetic field and medical, it is so important for me to have results that pertain to that. And these were absolutely amazing. I will say the pain was not there at all compared to previous techniques that I have experienced. So that was also a plus with seeing the results. I had no doubts when choosing Dr. Gulani to fix my reoccurring chalazion that I experienced many times throughout my life. His reviews were absolutely amazing, and when I showed up, he explained everything so thoroughly about what was going to happen. I had never heard of the NICE technique that he used, and it was in and out, seamless, and I experienced results almost 24 hours later. There was zero cutting, and I am just absolutely so happy with the results.